What's going on, good people? It's Renee Davis here again on my channel, She Sparks Change. The purpose? To simply spark a change in your mindset that will then spark a change in your life. So glad you guys joined me today. As always, so excited about today's video where I want to talk a little bit about fear and how it relates to procrastination. We'll get into that in just a little bit. So why don't you just sit back, relax, and let's all get inspired. So for anyone who has ever driven a car, I'm sure at some point you have seen on the side mirror this sign that says, "Objects in the mirror are closer than they actually appear." Well, I think for life, they need to have a sign that says, your reality that you're actually going to face seems scarier than it will actually appear. And I say that because sometimes in life, we make things to be so much scarier than they actually are. Take, for example, tax day. Now this year, I was avoiding it like the plague. I did not want to do my taxes. I knew that this year was going to be a little more complicated. There was going to be more stuff that I was going to have to do, different forms I was going to have to fill out. I was comparing it to last year when I had to do the same process, and I just avoided it like the plague. I made it seem like it was the scariest thing in the world, and because of that, I procrastinated. I waited and waited and waited until the very last minute to finally get these taxes done, until I just said, you know what, I have to do it today. And so I finally did my taxes, and of course, it was not as scary as I made it to seem. Those things were so much easier. I mean, I got done in such good timing. They were accepted and everything, and it was just like, what in the world were you afraid of? Over some taxes, really? But when it comes to life, we do that all the time, especially when it comes to going after our dreams and goals. We paint this horrific picture like it's gonna be so complicated and so difficult. Oh, for me to go back to school, or for me to start a business, or for me to start that organization, that program, for me to go after that promotion, or for me to lose those extra pounds. It's gonna be so much work. It's gonna be so challenging. It's gonna be so hard. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. And after we paint this big, scary, dark picture, of course we don't go after our goals and dreams, because who would want to, right? And as a result, we just put things off for weeks or months or even years at a time, never going after all the things that God desires for us to go after. There's actually a story in the Bible that paints the very same picture, and it's of these Israelites, a group of Israelites, and they were on their way to inhabit this promised land. And as they sent out 12 spies to inspect the land, there were two reports that they received. You see, there were 10 spies that said that as beautiful as that land is, there are people that are inhabiting the land. They seem like giants. They're so big. There is no way that we are going to be able to accomplish this goal. And of course, there were two spies, Joshua and Caleb, who had a completely different report. They said, the land is beautiful. Yes, there are inhabitants, but man, we got God on our side, and there is nothing stopping us. Let's go for it. Well, don't you know that the Israelites decided to go with the report of the 10 spies that created this big, dark, and scary picture? And as a result, they didn't even get to receive the blessings of the promised land. And so I give you this story so that you know you too have a choice. You can choose to only look at the speed bumps and the challenges and the pitfalls, or you can choose to look at the moments in which you will experience success and great and mighty things that you never expected. You can choose to decide that you are not going to go after your goals and not enter into all the promises that God has for you. Or you can decide that that land looks so good, I am meeting my goal. The choice simply is yours. What are you going to do? Are you going to allow your imagination to create a picture a reality that doesn't even exist? Or are you going to trust God to light the way, to create that picture that you can actually go after and you can actually do what He's called you to do? So, I hope you guys are inspired. I hope you make that decision. Whatever you've been putting off, whatever you've put to the side, whatever you said, oh, just one more day, just one more month, and then I'll get to it. Decide today what picture you're going to go after, and then do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys with the love that only comes from the one up above. And until the next time, have a blessed week, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.